Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sorcery! This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today here in Carey, the city port of Traps. I'm not really sure why it's called the city port, because it's a port that's a city, but I suppose it's got its own docks, but it's a river, it's not like it's a sea. But anyway, we came here after a long and arduous adventure through the first part of Sorcery, exclamation mark, and, well, I had a lot of fun last episode, and we managed to get up here into the city. This was our first objective, to get towards the crown of kings or something. It's a crown of something. It's got probably like a circle sort of thing, and some indentations there. I don't know. We haven't seen yet. Apparently, the king of somewhere where we come from lost the crown to somebody, and our objective is to, well, go on in here. Last episode we found a beggar, and I don't really know what is gonna happen here, but we don't really have a choice, so let's have a chat with the beggar and see what happens. You stop, out of sight behind an outcrop, but the beggar does not look like much of a threat. Let's wait and watch. You watch in silence. The beggar is an unfortunate soul. His head twitches from one side to the other every few minutes, and he mutters them and murmurs to himself, "They're hiding in the rocks. 6 hiding in the rocks." Who? Let's try to approach him. Let's go with that one. Okay, we changed our god, which is good. Or not, I'm not really sure. What is the whale for? A slow, careful creature of great wisdom and deep honor. We went with the dolphin before, which was more or less what we needed. That last little bit. You call a greeting and stride over, and he leaps to his feet, drawing a short stick from inside his cloak. "Who goes there?" he demands. "What's your business in Carey?" "Well, greetings, old man." "Enough of your greetings," the beggar spits back. "I asked you a question. Who are you and where are you headed?" Well, I am on a quest." The man prods a little harder with his stick. "A quest? A quest for what?" "I seek the crown of kings." You answer, watching his face closely for a reaction. "If he has one, he hides it well." "Never heard of it," he replies. "What is it for?" He prods harder. "Answer me or you'll face the consequences." "So who are you?" you ask. "You're certainly very brave." The man beams with aging pride. "I am the city guard. No one enters Carey except through me." And then, despite his age and clear ill health, he comes at you, waving his stick. "I won't fight you." You tell him, "You are unarmed." Well, it's not actually, but, well, he waves the stick close to your face, jabbing a few times, but he pushed the point aside with one hand. "All right, then," he declares. "We'll settle this fairly." He tosses the stick to one side and raises his fists. The knuckles are blackened with scabs. "I still won't fight you." "Oh, I got hurt. Okay. I still won't fight you," you reply. "I mean it." The beggar makes a short braying noise like a laugh, then lamps you on the nose. It is surprisingly painful, and he's readying for another swing. I am not gonna kick this guy. I'm not gonna kill this guy. He's the guard. He's a city guard. Why he's gonna fight? Let's step away. You step back, and with that, the fight seems to drain from him. He sits down again, suddenly sad. "Very well," he moans. "You're right, I suppose. I can't defend the city on my own." "Yeah, you'll get yourself killed, man." "Oh, no," he replies. "That's exactly what wanted to happen. If that was my fate, it would have happened a long time ago." He shivers. "You don't have any food, do you?" "Oh, no, I don't. I'm sorry." You shake your head. "I'm sorry." The man sighs and shakes his head. "No matter, then. There's plenty of meat on the grass vole if you know how to nibble on them." "What? Really?" Can you... What? Plenty of meat on a grass vole? What is a grass vole? I have no idea what that is, but come with me. You take Peter on the man. "Come with me. I'm going to Carey." The soldier considers your offer for a moment. "You sure? I know the word for the wall, but they will not want to let me through the gate." "Well, sounds like we can help each other then." He clambers slowly to his feet. A gleam of hope has entered the poor man's eyes. "Very well, then, stranger. A trade." "Okay, well, he did hit me for 2 hit points, but I'm not sure if am I gonna get my stamina up from 20? Because in the first game, we got down to 10 right as we entered, and that's because of some foul-smelling things, and then we got accustomed to them, and our health grew up, but yeah, hopefully, the fact that we don't have rations, we never have too much food, but yeah, the fact that we don't have rations there was quite a probably shame, but we'll see. The beggar walks a few strides ahead, the ghost of a military pace in his step. "So what's your name?" Captain Thomas of the 4th Legion, responsible for the southern perimeter. He knocks his bony heels together. At your service. So, what are you doing out here, soldier? Well, as a captain. Anyway. We were sent out to investigate sightings. A whole legion of us back when the council felt bold. But then they locked the gate and won't let us back. What? Why not? They locked you out of the city? Yeah, they locked the goblins out. He replies. If the goblins were gone, they'd let us in. But they aren't. They're in the rocks. Oh, so what are the goblins doing? He shakes his head. I don't know. They can get through the walls, but then I think I've heard them digging, scraping at the mud in the night. The path winds through gorse and thick grass. Carrie squats in a basin in the hill like a stagnant, festering pool. You turn one corner, then another, and then the stone walls of the city are looming over you. Okay, we're not going to be able to deal with the goblins, apparently. We have the key to the south gate. We can get in if we want to. I suppose we're going to need to wait for the night because of the guards and all that. I mean, maybe they have guards posted through the night. I would have if I were the boss of the city. The walls aren't very... the walls weren't built to keep anything out. They were here before the goblins, Thomas says. They were built to keep people in. Garre is one gigantic trap itself. Oh, okay. So why? You ask. Are the people inside not happy? Well, would you be happy, ruled by pirates and thieves? He points. Cast your eyes up. You can see them, archers, facing in both directions. You could scramble up the slope to the right to get a better view of the wall. Okay, so we could climb the slope or we could go into the clearing. I think if I go there, I'm gonna lock myself out of that one. But I don't want to be seen. I'm not, especially with Thomas with me. Maybe they're going to be pretty aggressive, and I don't want to get into a fight with these guys for right now. You scramble up the slope for a better view of the wall, leaving Thomas below. Oh, that was not good. That was not a good decision. Anyway, it seems your new friend was right. Standing atop the huge stone blocks is a guard with a long bow slung across his shoulder. Let's watch the archer for right now. You keep watching. The guard above the gate looks this way and that, but doesn't shift from his position. Okay. So I could run for it or down into the pass. I don't like that. That's just asking for trouble. And I haven't died in the first part. The first time I played it, I didn't die. That was amazing. And I don't want to die in the second one. Although, as I said in the first part, I don't think I'm going to survive. But then again, who knows? Let's down into the pass and see what happens. There is nothing else for it. You put up a hand and call out. The archer lifts a hand to shield his eyes against the sun. Who goes there? He bellows. Friend or foe? Friend, you cry. Oh, is that so? The archer shouts back. Then what's the watchword? Thomas leans over and whispers to you. Cantopani. You nod, but before you answer, you pause. Can you trust this man? Well, that's a good question. That's a good question. Oh boy, what is the game telling me right now? I think the game... I don't really have a choice though. I could cast a spell. I think I can go back at any time. Let's see. Yeah, I can go back. Okay, let's look at the spells here. It's gonna take a while for the skies to circle around. And I do have the... what was the one? Bop? Bop is for exploding things. No, I don't want to do that. Oh man, that would be a bad start, I think. So I got Tell, which might be reads minds. That's an interesting one. It requires a skull cap though. It's for like. Anyway, closest slowness. That's not what I need. What I needed is I do have one. So did I see this? Foff. That's a force field. I think the game is telling me something here. That is for my protection. I am gonna give the watchword. I'm gonna trust Thomas. I'm gonna trust the guy. It is more wishful thinking than anything else. I just want him to be my friend because I want him with me. Let's give the watchword. Cantopani, you call. The guard considers this for a moment and then lowers his bow. Approach, he calls. We found one new clue. What is that? What new clue? What do you mean new clue? What? Magical items, spellbook, keys, clues. The watchword for the wall. The watchword for the wall of Carre is Cantopani. Okay, magical items. We got 3 pebbles, 3 giant's teeth. We got the spellbook over there that I don't need to access right now. We got keys as well. That's the Carre gate key. And we have our old weapon and some treasure, 16 gold pieces. That's pretty good. So yeah, let's go on in. Oh, by the way, the prey there. Yeah, the prey appears grayed out if we can't pray because we prayed recently. So let's go on in, approach the gate, and hopefully it is true. Because he might have been false, and he's just gonna kill us now with a little bit more ease. The south gate stands before you. It is it is as tall as 2 men and would be broad enough to ride 3 horses through, if only it were open. But instead, it is locked. There is no other way into the city. Luckily, of course, you have a key. Over to you, says Thomas, stepping back. Okay, so that guy allowed me to get in. I'm just gonna unlock. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. You quickly remove the Sveen Chief's key from your pack and slip it into the lock. The tumblers click as the key turns. Thomas hangs back. Good work. But do you think it's safe to go through? So why don't you check? You reply. Thomas bristles. Oh, you want me to go first? Is that it? He grumbles for a moment, then nods. Well, no matter. I'm a Karayan guard, not a criminal. I'm not afraid. And with that, he slips through the door and dashes away. You hear nothing for a moment, then the sound of shouting voices and feet rushing away. I think I'm going in after. I need this guy to survive. Slipping inside, you find the yard deserted. The old soldier has cleared it out for you. Holy crap, what? You push the guard gate closed, key still in the lock. Whoever the next ruffian to visit Carey may be, he will be grateful for your little gift. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need it anymore. So apparently he just ran the people out of the yard? I don't know what the guy did, but good stuff, I suppose, maybe. You pause just inside the shadow of the gate. To your left is a low stone building with metal bars for window. A low stone building with metal bars for windows. So, okay, this is gonna be a sneaky little section, I guess. So we could duck behind the building or hurry out of the yard. Try the door to the low building. I'm trying to remember what's the writing style of these guys. Usually this is not a good style. If you go with these stuff, like, if you go into, like, there's 2 very obvious options, and then there's a third one that you don't know what's gonna happen. That's usually gambles. Usually they like to give you enemies, but not immediate deaths. I'm okay for an enemy. I'm hurting for a fight right now. So let's go. Let's do this. I'm cruising for a bruising, as it were. So let's try the door to the low building. You go over to the door. It is locked, but the key is still in the keyhole. At that moment, 2 soldiers march around the corner. Yeah, I'm gonna dive inside the building. Let's do this. With heartbeats to spare, you leap inside the building. And heartbeats there is just seconds. That's what it means. They didn't know seconds back in this day. Oh! Oh, that's really cool. The small room is dark, lit only by a narrow barred window. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust to the gloom, so you don't notice that the door has swung shut until you hear it lock behind you. The old man is watching, sniggers, with contemptuous glee. What old man? What old man? The old man. We got a rat, we got an old man. Is he Thomas? Why would he be here? So we can greet him or ignore him. Let's greet him. It's gonna get us hurt, though. You step towards the shadowy bench. Greetings, old man. He ignores you. He's concentrating hard on something on the ground just in front of him. A collection of small stones scattered as though for a fortune-telling. After a moment, he gathers them up and tosses them again. You notice that his other hand is missing completely. The left sleeve of his tunic hangs limp by his side. So he's trying... he's trying to make them blow up. He's trying to make the stones blow up. But I don't think he's gonna be able to, because... Maybe. I don't know. I don't think... I think it's harmless. But I'm gonna get myself killed if I'm gonna need to go with a force field here. You glance upwards to the stars, and suddenly the old man shouts, "A sorcerer! I knew it!" Well, what of it? Well, he answers, you'll get us out of here, but better yet, I've not played anyone for months, and certainly not anyone smart. Sit down, sit down. Oh, okay. Okay, that was a good choice then. Play what? Why, the man replies with a shark-like grin. Swindle stones, of course. Swindle? I didn't mean to press that. Oh, boy. Okay, we're gonna go with it and we can rewind. I really meant to ask for the game, but let's see. I've got no time for games, you reply, tired of this foolish old beggar. Everyone should have time for games, the old man replies. That's the only way to learn, you know? And there's plenty you need to learn about carry, believe me. So, yeah, what do you mean? Sit. He pats the bench beside him with his one hand. Play. We can talk while I beat you. I don't know the rules, though. My lucky day, he grins with his one remaining tooth. It's easy. We each roll our dice in secret, but we bet on what we've rolled. Oh, excuse the hiccup. I'm getting old. We bet on what we've rolled in total. You call if you think the other player has bid too high. The loser gives away the die. Okay, so is there like a... What do you mean bid too high? You go over to the bench intrigued. But let me get this straight. Okay, so we roll the dice in secret. That's like poker. But then we bet on what we've rolled in total, which is like poker. You call if you think the other player has bid too high. The loser gives away the die. Okay, I'm not really sure what he means by that. I guess we'll find out. Let's join him. I don't really have a choice. The old man drops 4 dice into your palm and sweeps away a patch of dust and bench for you to play. I'll go first, he says, waving his hand. Show you how it's done. Okay, let's roll the dice. Okay, these are, I don't know how many sides these are, so that's probably gonna be 5, so that's 10-sided die. 10-sided dice. The game is simple. We roll, he says, and bet on what's come up. So, for instance, I might start and bet that between us we've rolled at least... But we don't know what's on the table, so I'm guessing. So, no, wait a minute. At least 2 times 1. Yeah, but I don't know what's on the table, so I'm guessing... What? Okay, I think I understand this. What is that for? So the rules of Swindle Stones. Each player has a set of 4-sided dice. It's 4-sided? They're 4-sided? Apparently they are. They look like 10-sided, but I guess anyway. Players then bid on the amount of time a face value has been rolled across their own dice and their opponents, as I thought, dice combined. Bids get higher and higher each turn. Example: 2 1s, 2 2s, 3 1s. When one player believes their opponent's bid too high, they can call to challenge the bid. The dice are revealed, and whoever loses the challenge loses a die. Losing your last die forfeits the game. Okay, I understand now. I understand. It's easy. So basically, I need to bet on what I got. So I can call for 2. Okay, I can drag and drop. Okay, fine. So I can, like, for example, I didn't really... I rolled 2 5s. That's a pretty cool one. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I understand now. Let's go with 2 5s. And he's not going to be able to bid any lower than this, I think. So I'm going to make my bet over here. Bid 2 4s. It's 4s, not 5s. It looks like 5. Yeah, but anyway, bid 2 4s. Grrr. Didn't you hear my last bid? That's a clue. At least, anyway, unless I was trying to mislead you, of course. So... I don't think he's gonna bid too high right now. But for him to bid... Can I call? I'm gonna call. Yeah, I'm gonna call here. I think you're trying to mislead me, old man. Oh yeah, he was only 2 1s. The round is yours. Okay, that's good. So roll the dice again, and he loses 1 die. Which is pretty good. Okay, so we're rolling our dice. We're basically jiggling them. So what's your name, I ask? Let's beat 1... Let's be 2 1s, I guess. Right there. Oh, wait a minute. I can ask questions? So what's your name? Let's ask him. So what's your name? Let's go with that. Doomed, he says. Well, now, a name's a powerful thing. So how's that? A name can get you into trouble. A name can get you arrested. Okay, so he's bidding 2 of those. I think he's got those. I'm gonna call 3 high here. This is a little bit risky, actually. 3 1s here. I like to know the names of the people I meet. Let's go with that one. Don't call. Don't call. Don't call. Good try, Sprat. And he calls. Oh, we got it! There are 3 1s. The round is ours. Awesome. He didn't really say much, but we're doing well. We're doing well. Okay, so now it's relatively easy because it's more of a coin toss, really. Not at the beginning, though. I'll start with... Oh. You're kind of doomed, man. You are doomed. I'm gonna call for... Oh, I can't... Oh, this is really... Oh, he's smart, the little guy. He is really smart. I don't think he's got those. He's basically hoping that I get one. The chance for me to get that is roughly 60% to get one of these. So if he has one of those, yeah, that's really cool. I'm gonna call it right now. So I can't ask anything else? Yeah, I can't ask anything else. Let's call. Yeah, I was right. Only 1-4. The round is yours. Oh, and we go on until... Oh, this is cool. I like this. I like this. It's easy enough, but it's... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually, 2 2s. I'm gonna call for... Let's see. Let me see. So let's see if I can ask him something. So tell me, what do they serve for food in here? Let's go with that one. That's an interesting question. Doomed, he says. What do you mean, doomed? I've not eaten in 4 days, he says. Oh boy, this is bad. Because he's right. Gonna need to call 3 here. I'm hungry, I'm gonna say. He's gonna call. Welcome to Carey. Oh, sir, you are wrong. I don't think you have 2 2s. The chance of you having 2 2s is roughly 25%. So it is... Or yeah... Oh, yeah, it was 25% anyway. So I lost the game there. Only 3 2s. The game is... Oh, no, I gained. Only 3 2s? Oh, yeah. What? I gained. Anyway, I won. I won. I win, don't I? I asked. The old man nods, gathering up the dice. I went easy on you, of course. Rematch? Thanks for the game. You say, standing once more. I enjoyed beating you. The pleasure was mine, the old man says bitterly, putting his dice back into his pocket. He leans back against the stonework and hums quietly to himself. So talking to people will provide clues to help your quest. You can reveal the clues on the inventory screen. Okay, so this guy's probably not going to say anything. So the new mechanics which, as well, which is pretty cool. So we can talk to the man again, or try and escape, or wait. I'm going to talk to the man. See how that goes. You take a seat on the other bench from the old man, who is fussing with his empty sleeve. So tell me how I can escape this place. You turn to face the old man. Oh, it's simple enough, he replies. In a day or 2, the guards will let you out. Oh, we locked ourselves in a prison. Oh boy, that's bad. Once they've decided they're not an enemy, they just take a while to consult one of the mages. Alternatively, you can cast a dop spell, and we walk out now. Up to you. You stand from the bench once more. Well, I guess I'm gonna need to do that, because I ain't got time to wait. Although, maybe I do. Maybe I do. You go over to the door, locked, of course, from the outside. Let's see if I can pick the lock. You dig through your pack for something to pick the lock with, but you have nothing suitable. You try to tip the tip of your sword, but it is, of course, far too long. After a few minutes of frustration, you give up. The old man laughs at you. Might as well try using your nose, he remarks. Well, I can cast Dop then. I think that's the game telling us how to use spells and when to use spells. So, yeah, I kind of want to meet Thomas again. Let's cast Dop and see what this is. No, not that one. This one. Oh, yeah, this one. This one is good. You aim the spell of opening towards the door, and slowly, quietly, let it go. The lock's rusted tumblers click... Oh, excuse the hiccup. The lock's rusted tumblers click over in response. Very good, the old man chuckles. Let's check outside first. You check outside, the yard is empty. While you have been locked up, the sun has sunk below the wall. You should be able to walk right out of here under cover of darkness. The old man is less cautious. He is up and out the door like lightning. Okay, well, let's leave the prison then. Damn it. I should have guessed that it was a prison, because it said something about the bars. Anyway, the old man is spry despite his age, and is quickly far ahead of you. Okay, well, I got a junction up ahead. Let's continue. At the end of the yard, the road splits. Looking left, you see the guard lined up in rows, running drills. Best not head that way. To the right, the road levels towards the first building of Carey. You can just see the old man disappearing off in this direction. Okay, so we can't go up there. Yeah, I guess that is gonna be that. We're gonna go all over the place. But anyway, it's fine. Let's go there. Night is falling. Luckily, by the roadside is a small inn, which will be perfect place to stay before you lose yourself in the winding streets of Carey. Alternatively, you could walk into the fields to the right and sleep out under the stars. From somewhere nearby, you hear a low, baying howl. I'm not gonna mess with that. Yeah, that was that dog right there. Oh man, this is cool. Got sub-maps and all that. A sign outside the inn proclaims it, the Crooked Finger. This would actually be pretty good if we had this. Oh, this is so awesome. It would be pretty good if we had this on the caverns at the end of the last part. But I guess we can just enter in here. Yeah, it looks so cool. Look at this inn. Oh boy, I love this. I love this. Let's go on in. You go inside and find an empty bar. The bartender is snoozing at the counter. Clearly, trade is bad. Okay, well, let's see if I can haggle my way through here. Or maybe not. The bartender wakes with a snortle as you approach. Greetings, traveler, he yawns. You'll be looking for directions to somewhere else, I suppose. Well, actually, why? I need to eat. No food here, I'm afraid, the innkeeper says. No point, since the rats get it all. But a bed for the night will cost you 7 gold pieces. Well, do you play swindle stones? You ask, hopefully. The innkeeper narrows his eyes. If you think you can cheat me out of my gold, you've got a wrong idea. Well, no cheat. A fair game. You assure him. A fair game. He clearly doesn't trust you, but he nods. All right. He sweeps a space on the bar rub. He rubs his hands. So what's the stake? The cost of the room. The innkeeper counts out 5 dice each and waves you to bid. Okay. So things are getting warm, heated up, I guess. Things are going, the stakes are growing, and, well, we're running out of time. So I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sorcery with an exclamation mark at the end, and part 2. This has been part 2, of course. This is episode 7, but that's because I'm playing the 4 games all in a row for right now, though. I'm Colonel RPG, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.